Welcome back to another daily code breakdown. Let's get right into today's challenge. Today we are looking at a problem called maximum product of two digits. Here is the problem page. It's quite short, but let's break down exactly what it's asking us to do so we don't miss any details. The goal is simple. We are given a single number, and we need to find the biggest possible result if we multiply two of its digits together. We are looking at the individual digits that make up the number. So for the number 31, the digits are 3 and 1. The problem specifically states that if a digit appears more than once, like the 2 in 22, we are completely allowed to use it twice. Real quick, if anything in this explanation doesn't make sense, just ask in the comments down below and I will respond to you. Let's walk through an example. If our input number is 31, we only have two digits to work with here, the 3 and the 1. So the only product we can make is 3 times 1, giving us our maximum product of 3. As always, we will solve this in Python first, but I will provide the full code for Java, C++, and JavaScript at the end of the video. Let's look at the approach. The editorial calls this approach bitwise comparison, but the core logic is really about just finding the two largest digits in the number. Because all digits are positive numbers from 0 to 9, the maximum product will always come from multiplying the absolute largest digit by the second largest digit. To process the number digit by digit, we can use the modulo operator by 10. This peels off the very last digit of the number. Then, we just divide the number by 10 to chop that last digit off, and we repeat this until the number becomes 0. Here is the full Python code for this approach. Let's break it down into smaller, easier pieces to really understand it. First, we set up two variables to keep track of our largest digit and our second largest digit. We start them both at 0. Then we start a loop that will keep running as long as our number is greater than 0, meaning we still have digits left to check. Inside the loop, we grab the very last digit of our number and save it into a variable called x. Now we check. Is this current digit bigger than the absolute largest digit we have seen so far? If it is, this new digit takes the top spot. The old largest digit gets bumped down to become the new second largest digit. But what if it wasn't the biggest, but it is still bigger than our second largest digit? In that case, we simply update our second largest digit to be this current digit. The largest digit stays exactly the same. Finally, we chop off the last digit of our number by dividing it by 10, setting us up for the next loop iteration. Once the loop finishes checking all digits, we just multiply our top two digits together and return that answer. To make this crystal clear, let's trace this code with the number 312. We start with our top two digits at 0. Our loop sees our number is greater than 0, so it begins. We grab the last digit using modulo 10, which gives us a 2. 2 is definitely bigger than our current maximum of 0. So 2 takes the top spot. Our number is chopped down to 31. Next iteration, we grab the last digit again, which is now a 1. 1 is not bigger than 2, but it is bigger than our second place digit of 0, so 1 takes the second spot. We chop the number again, leaving us with just 3. For the last digit, we grab the 3. 3 is bigger than our current max of 2, so 3 takes the number 1 spot. And the old max, 2, gets bumped down to second place. Our number drops to 0, the loop ends, and we multiply our final top digits 3 and 2 to get 6. For complexity, the time complexity is big O of log n, because the number of digits in a number is proportional to the log base 10 of that number. The space is constant, or big O of 1, since we only use a couple of simple variables. What about edge cases? What if the input number is very small, like just 10? The problem guarantees a positive integer, and since we need two digits to multiply, even a two-digit number will just run the loop twice, picking both digits perfectly without error. The main takeaways here are learning how to process an integer digit by digit using modulo and division, and how to track the top values on the fly without needing to store all the digits in a list first. Alright, that covers the logic. As promised, here are the full solutions for Java, C++, and JavaScript. You can grab this exact code from leetcodeunlocked.com using the link below so you don't have to pause and type it out. Here is the full solution in Java. Next up, here is the C++ version. And finally, here is the solution in JavaScript. Now, a quick channel note, you probably noticed this is an AI narrator. I use this to make these guides instantly when problems drop. I've also been experimenting with this faster, slide-by-slide format, so please let me know your thoughts in the comments and drop any final questions there too. If these ad-free, sponsorship-free guides help you study faster, consider dropping a tip at buymeaboba.com/leetcodedaily. Make sure to like and subscribe so you can get your streak done early tomorrow. Catch you then.